15 Biggest Challenges of Catherine Middleton's Royal Career. One of the most renowned royals in the UK is Catherine Middleton, the present Princess of Wales. It's interesting to note that her path to stardom wasn't all glitz and glamour. She may have known Prince William for close to 10 years, but nothing could have prepared her for a life that was seen as ideal. The Princess of Wales had a lot on her hands, from severe criticism to the royal life saga. Discover the 15 challenges that Princess Catherine faced by continuing to watch. Number 1. Introduction to the spotlight. The public is always aware of members of the royal family. Every move they make is carefully scrutinized as they live in the public eye. Born royals receive training in social graces and other duties appropriate to their station. Even so, when they get older, they could make some mistakes. Having an aristocratic background was not an advantage for Catherine Middleton, so it's possible that her early years as a princess were difficult. She received criticism for her words, deeds, and body language, and the tabloids had a field day with her story. Her attire, hairstyle, and overall appearance came under fire. For someone who was born without royalties, there is a lot of pressure. Number 2. Paparazzi invasion. Catherine Middleton had to deal with the media from the start of her relationship with Prince William. While looking for harmful information, they pursued her. Every royal member now partially considers having a tabloid record to be a requirement of passage thanks to the paparazzi. Press and several publications published pictures of Catherine without a top. They acknowledged the drug dealer status of her uncle while criticizing her humble upbringing. The gossip tabloids also targeted her siblings. In a secret photo of her sister, Pippa Middleton, who was dancing with an unnamed man while dressed traditionally for the beach, uploaded online. During the time her brother's private nude photos were made public. Even though there was no proof to support the allegations, the media and paparazzi maintained their intrusive practices and even suggested that Prince William was involved in an affair. Number 3. Work-life balance. Due to their royal duties and obligations, mothers in the royal family are not required to be actively involved in their children's lives. But today's royal women prefer to raise their children themselves. Although this is commendable, it can be difficult for someone like Princess Catherine, who must combine her royal duties with family obligations. Working mothers can relate to her predicament, which is perhaps why she gained their admiration. Catherine already has her hands full with 3 kids, but she still needs to attend to her patronages and other activities. Princess Catherine's routine was the light in the early years of her marriage. She received harsh criticism for what was seen as her sloth. Thankfully, the princess has made progress and now attends numerous events in a month. Princess Catherine's participation with her children may be more difficult than we imagine for a family that is supposed to represent perfection. She has experienced tantrums and the usual mischief of kids while accompanying her kids on royal missions. She can let the kids follow her, but she has to watch out that they don't do anything humiliating. Well, given how easily kids can make their parents look bad, that might be a little problematic. Number 4. Societal pressure. The royal family is subject to many expectations and demands, and a young woman from the realm would find it difficult to adjust to them. She is inspected in every way since she is a royal member. Therefore, if she doesn't live up to their expectations, the media won't think twice about criticizing her harshly. The princess felt pressed to follow the royal family's operating procedures and societal norms. She had to conduct herself in a manner befitting a princess, including how she dressed and interacted with others. It is not customary for royal women to expose any erogenous areas of their bodies. The tabloids went crazy with stories about the times her skirt flew beyond her knees after the wedding. After her marriage, more than one royal observer said the princess's hair needed chopping, but Catherine refused to let go of her long brown tresses. Number 5. Royal restrictions. It is never easy to become used to a new system. The royal family's structure, though, can be more difficult than others. The typical individual takes for granted numerous activities that members of the royal family are not permitted to perform. A typical individual who was accustomed to engaging in and appreciating these activities would find it difficult to let them go. Catherine is prohibited from participating in some activities such as voting or openly supporting a political party, eating shellfish, and managing her social media accounts. The lack of privacy that comes with being a royal member is a well-known disadvantage. Princess Catherine went from being a typical woman who could go to the movies without worrying about being monitored to someone who can't make a casual trip to the grocery store without it generating national news. Additionally, the princess is not paid for her labor. Instead, the palace publishes everything for free public consumption. Number 6. Ambassadors of the monarchy. Every member of the royal family represents the brand of the monarchy. They must conduct themselves in a manner that is appropriate for both the British royal family and any potential host nation. Princess Catherine is therefore required to be familiar with and practice the royal customs in order to avoid any gaffes. Her conduct must be honorable to the monarchy. Prince Philip was correct when he declared that everyone in the royal family, including the current monarch, works for the monarchy. Number 7. Travel and childcare. A British royal's job description includes travel. Most of the time, royal members travel abroad on diplomatic missions or international conferences, but childcare and travel are not compatible. It is irresponsible to leave 3 young children, all under the age of 10, on their own. Princess Catherine, therefore, brought her kids along for the excursions. She was able to control their temper tantrums and outbursts. But as they became older, the kids needed to concentrate on their studies. Even with qualified staff members, it is difficult for her to travel while leaving her young children at home. Number 8. Patronages. A number of charitable organizations have partnered with the Princess of Wales. Her interests range from visual art to the development of young children to the field of mental health. The young princess must manage her patronages in addition to her responsibilities as a mother and other royal tasks, all while juggling her other commitments flawlessly. She made her public speaking debut at a gathering hosted by East Anglia's Children's Hospital, or EACH. She admitted to someone that she wasn't good at public speaking after her speech. Catherine, on the other hand, has developed into a very assured public speaker who effortlessly conveys the desired message. The princess has done an amazing job trying to find solutions to some of the social difficulties facing the UK despite her demanding workload. Number 9. Protecting her privacy. After marrying Prince William, Princess Catherine bid her old life farewell. She entered the public eye as a married royal, which marked the start of her public existence. She had to learn how to maintain her privacy while beaming her brightest grin at everyone. Catherine was used to a secluded life because she was raised in the country by self-made millionaires. On this high platform, where her flaws and virtues would be amplified and perhaps misread, she initially struggled. In order to maintain a healthy balance between her public and private lives, Catherine had to deal with continual scrutiny from the media. Number 10. Children's exposure to the press. Princess Catherine and her spouse are dedicated to ensuring that their kids have a typical childhood. This is not shocking considering how strongly she supports mental health and early childhood development. But given their position, it might be difficult. The royal family is often sought after by the media and paparazzi for photos. As a result, Catherine is highly protective of her kids and only enrolls them in institutions that respect their privacy. The couple probably chose Adelaide Cottage as their lodging because of this. Number 11. Harsh critics. Whether or not the royals concerned appreciate it, people will always express their opinions about them. It is part of the job description, and Queen Elizabeth II's approach to it was to say nothing and take no offense. In the early stages of the princess's career, she received harsh criticism from the media and was called a plastic mannequin. One of the British novelists, Hilary Mantel, criticized the princess invectively in 2013 The Princess of Wales appeared to have been designed by a committee and built by craftsmen, Miss Mantle wrote. With a perfect plastic smile and the spindle of her limbs hand-turned and gloss-varnished, the princess, she continued, seemed to have been selected for her role as a princess. In stark contrast to Diana, whose human clumsiness and emotional incontinence apparent in every gesture, she looked precision-made, machine-made. The scathing criticism Princess Catherine frequently faces is exemplified by Mantle's statements. Number 12. Mourning a loved one. Even though it is inescapable, death still deals a powerful blow every time it occurs. Catherine's life was significantly influenced by Queen Elizabeth II. She was admired by Princess Catherine and Prince William. Therefore, it would have been difficult to handle the Queen's death. This was corroborated by Princess Catherine, who claimed that Prince Louis, her youngest child, gave her some consoling words. Number 13. Pregnancy and health challenges. Even though pregnancy and childbirth are life-altering events, some people find it easier than others. For the bulk of her pregnancies, Princess Catherine suffered from severe morning sickness. Her ailment, hyperemesis gravidarum, which is characterized by vomiting, nausea, and dehydration, was identified. She could not retain the meals and nutrients she required, putting her health and the health of the baby in jeopardy. Number 14. Becoming familiar with royal customs. Despite being rich, Princess Catherine's parents began their careers as aviation officials. She had no prior ties to the aristocracy before she got married. She thus had to become familiar with royal customs and culture. Her family history included coal miners. She had no prior ties to the aristocracy before she got married. She had to understand the royal customs and culture, make mistakes, and integrate herself into the system. Number 15. Royal Preserver. Princess Catherine is seen by many royal observers as the monarchy's best hope. If such is the case, she will have a problem. Princess Catherine is the ideal candidate for the position if you want someone who appreciates the monarchical order. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on the royal family. Thank you for tuning in.